Hi folks, it's Bobby Charles here in Wayne, where I grew up. I just want you to look at that tree. What a gorgeous tree that is. Imagine if education in the state of Maine were as bright as that tree. Imagine that every child that went to elementary school had a really good shot at 4th grade reading really well, at 8th grade doing math really well. And they got to high school eventually after middle school, and they had shop that was available to them. And they had educational pathways to specific, real good jobs. Imagine if we had homeschoolers that could deduct their expenses so that that part of education thrived. We've had a 30% increase in homeschooling in the last 2 years. No wonder. And imagine if Christian schools got all the proper legal protection that they deserved. And imagine if kids knew, and parents knew, that they were in charge of their own destiny. Imagine if parents could really populate the school boards and were supported by a governor. And imagine if the kids themselves imagined grand things to do, being an astronaut, being a Maine guide, working at BIW, making money, owning a home, and imagine that the tax breaks were such that they could own a home. That is the Maine that I am fighting for, because in a way, this election is all about the kids. It's about their future being safe, no more drug traffickers here, about the taxes being down and affordability being up, and their schools being great schools, as bright and beautiful and inspired by teachers who are allowed to teach freely as that tree. Let's look for the future, let's fight for the future, and then let's be glad that we did. Take care. Bobby Charles, BobbyForMaine.com.